Are you ready to conquer your fears and live a more peaceful, mindful life? In today's video, we will explore practical techniques and philosophies that can help you let go of fear and embrace a more positive way of living. 1. Deal with the things that scare you. Dealing with the things that scare us is an important step on the way to getting rid of fear. It's about facing our fears head-on, getting to know them, and getting over them over time. The ideas behind this process come from Buddhist beliefs and include a few important practices. To begin, being aware is a big part of dealing with fear. Being fully present and involved in the present moment, noticing and accepting our feelings, thoughts, and body experiences without judging them, is what mindfulness is all about. Being aware lets us notice our fears as they come up, figure out what they are, and keep them from taking over. Buddha taught that fear comes from wanting certain things to happen and not wanting things to change. Mindfulness helps us become less attached to things, so we can accept life as it is without holding on to what we want. Even though we should still try to make things better or change for the better, this doesn't mean we should be tied to certain results. We can start to let go of fear when we can accept things as they are. Second, getting over your fear means building up your confidence. In Buddhism, being brave doesn't mean not being afraid. It means being ready to act even though you are scared. Being aware that fear is a normal part of life and that we don't have to let it rule us. Buddha said, the whole secret of existence is to have no fear. Never fear what will happen to you, and depend on no one. Only when you refuse all help are you freed. This teaching tells us to face our fears with courage, knowing that we can get through them. Third, dealing with fear means realizing that it will go away. The Buddhist idea of anicca, which means impermanence, helps us remember that everything is changing all the time, even our fears. Being aware that our fears will pass is the first step toward letting go of them. We don't have to let them define parts of our lives. We can just see them as temporary states of mind. Fourth, dealing with fear means looking for knowledge. For Buddhists, knowledge means knowing the truth about the world. It means being able to see things as they really are, without fear or desire getting in the way. We can learn more about our fears, what makes them happen, and how they affect us by finding wisdom. This knowledge can help us get over our fears and find peace within ourselves. To deal with fear, we need to care about other people and ourselves. When we're scared, we often feel alone and cut off. Fear is something that everyone feels. According to Buddhism, we can connect with people who are also dealing with fear by showing kindness. To show ourselves care and understanding, we can also know that fear is a normal part of being human. There are many ways to deal with things that scare us, such as being mindful, having courage, knowing that things change, seeking wisdom, and practicing compassion. 2. Don't try to be great what you do. When we try to do everything perfectly, we are basically trying to force a fixed, unchanging standard on a world that is already flawed and always changing. This not only makes us more likely to fail and be let down, but it also causes a lot of stress and fear. We worry that we will mess up, not live up to other people's hopes, and not be good enough. Being afraid of change and flaws can help us let go of them when we understand and accept them. We know that making mistakes and having losses is a normal part of life and not a sign that we failed. We can also see the beauty and growth possibilities in things that aren't perfect. Self-compassion is another important thing to work on when you want to let go of standards. Being kind to yourself is not the same as feeling sorry for yourself or giving in to your wants. Instead, it means being able to be kind, understand, and accept yourself, just like you would a close friend. We don't have to be mean to ourselves when we mess up or don't live up to our own standards. Instead, we can be kind to ourselves and let our fears take over. We can be honest about our hurt and disappointment, give ourselves support and comfort, and tell ourselves that everyone makes mistakes and has setbacks. In Buddhism, we are told to see how everything is linked. In other words, it means realizing that our strengths and weaknesses, our wins and failures, are not all our own. They are caused by many things, some of which are within our power and some of which are not. We don't have to do everything perfectly once we know this. We can see that our worth doesn't come from what we do or how well we do it, but from what we are as people. We can also value what other people do for us and how luck and chance affect our lives. We might not try new things or take risks when we try to do everything properly. Being afraid of failing can keep us in our safe zones, where we miss out on chances to grow and have fun. If we let go of the need to be perfect, we can look at life with a fresh mind, ready to learn and discover. Having a beginner's mind helps us see each scenario as a chance, not as a test of our worth or skills. Not only can we enjoy the end result, but we can also enjoy the way we learn and grow. Getting over our fears can help us live a fuller, happier life. Letting go of the need to be perfect is a key part of getting rid of fear. Realizing that everything is linked and accepting that things change and aren't perfect is part of it. You also need to have a beginner's mind when you go through life. 3. Take care of yourself. Buddhism stresses the significance of taking care of oneself as a way to get rid of fear and develop inner peace. Taking care of your physical, mental, and social health is part of taking care of yourself. Being present in the present moment without judging it is what mindfulness is all about. It means being aware of your ideas, feelings, and sensations without getting caught up in them. Being mindful makes us more aware of our worries and fears, which helps us deal with them in a clear and kind way. To be aware, all you have to do is pay attention to your breath, meditate, or do yoga. Taking care of your body is an important part of getting rid of fear. Eating well, getting enough sleep, and working out regularly can all help lower stress and worry. Mindful eating means paying attention to the smell, taste, and feel of food while you eat. This is something that Buddhism promotes. This can help us have a better relationship with food and eat less when we're stressed or bored. An important part of taking care of yourself is setting good limits. It means saying no to things that make us scared and stressed out for no reason, and yes to things that make us happy and calm. We can protect our time, energy, and mental health by setting limits. It can also help us value and care for ourselves. Connecting with other people is important for our mental and physical health. Buddhism stresses how important society and connection are for getting rid of fear. Making connections with other people can help us feel understood, encouraged, and accepted. Seeing our fears and worries from different angles can also help us deal with them better. Self-compassion means being kind, understanding, and forgiving to yourself. It means recognizing our flaws and mistakes without judging or criticizing them. Self-compassion can help us stop being hard on ourselves and talking badly to ourselves, which can make us feel scared and anxious. It can also make us stronger mentally and emotionally. Doing things that make us happy and joyful can help us feel less stressed and anxious. Buddhist teachings tell us to make our lives full of joy and happiness. This can mean doing anything, like going outside, doing a sport, or spending time with people you care about. Fear and worry can get too much at times, and you may need to get help from a professional. Buddhism tells us to get help when we need it, and to see therapy or counseling as a way to take care of ourselves. An expert in mental health can give us the tools and advice we need to deal with our worries and fears and find inner peace. Buddhist beliefs say that taking care of oneself is an important part of getting rid of fear. It means taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional health by doing things like practicing mindfulness, eating well, making limits, connecting with others, being kind to yourself, doing things that make you happy, and getting professional help when you need it. 4. Take care of yourself. Buddhists believe that practicing awareness is a good way to take care of yourself. Being mindful means being in the present moment without judging it or getting distracted. Because we are aware, we can notice our thoughts and feelings without letting them take over. We might be able to deal with our fears in a more thoughtful and reasonable way if we do this instead of acting on impulse. Mindfulness can also help us enjoy the present moment instead of dwelling on worries or fears about the future or the past. Being present in the present moment can help us feel peaceful and happy, regardless of what is going on around us. This can help us get over our fears and be kind and compassionate to ourselves, as we deserve. Buddhists say that practicing loving-kindness meditation is another way to be kind to yourself. To do this, you need to feel love, kindness, and goodwill toward yourself and others. Saying things over and over like, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I be at peace," can help us love and care for ourselves deeply, which can help us get over our fears. Meditation on loving kindness can also help us see that we are not the only ones going through hard times. When we care about other people, we can see that everyone has their own worries and problems to deal with. This can make us feel closer to other people and help us be nicer and more understanding to ourselves. Taking care of our bodies is another important part of Buddhism that goes along with awareness and loving-kindness meditation. Some of these things are doing yoga or other types of exercise, eating well, and getting enough sleep. When we take care of our bodies, we can lower our worry and make ourselves stronger when we're scared. In Buddhism, taking care of yourself also means setting healthy limits and learning to say no to things that make us feel stressed and afraid for no reason. It might be hard to do this if we usually put the wants of others ahead of our own. But it's important to remember that we can't really help other people if we don't take care of ourselves first. In Buddhism, taking care of yourself also means learning to be thankful. Do not dwell on your fears and worries. Instead, think about the good things in your life. This will help you feel happy and joyful, which can help you get over your fears. One way to do this is to keep a gratitude book and write down 3 things you are thankful for every day. Another way is to just stop and enjoy the beauty of nature or the kindness of a friend. In Buddhism, taking care of oneself is an important part of getting rid of fear. We can develop a strong self-compassion and love for ourselves that can help us get over our fears by practicing mindfulness, loving-kindness meditation, self-care, setting healthy limits, and being grateful. When we love, respect, and treat ourselves with kindness, we can find the inner power to face our fears and live our lives with courage, joy, and satisfaction. 5. Bring good thoughts to mind. Visualizing good things in your mind is a powerful Buddhist way to get over fear. This technique is also called positive visualization. It comes from knowing that our thoughts create our world. Having positive thoughts and pictures in our heads can change how we feel and make us less afraid. Positive visualization means picturing a good result or situation in your mind. This could be anything from picturing yourself finishing a scary job or a peaceful scene that makes you feel peaceful and happy. It's important to make the picture as clear and vivid as possible so that it affects all of your feelings. For instance, if you're scared of public speaking, you could picture yourself doing a great job. Picture yourself standing in front of the crowd with confidence. Hear the cheers and feel the pride of a job well done. The vision works better when the picture is more real and vivid. This practice isn't a way to run away from truth or deny your fears. Instead, it's about combining bad feelings and thoughts with good ones. It means developing a more positive and realistic outlook, one that understands fear, but also sees the chance of success and happiness. Another way to be aware is to use positive imagery. It includes focusing on a single thought or image, which can help calm the mind and lower stress. Visualizing good things happening not only makes us less afraid, but it also gives us hope and confidence. Not only can you visualize good things, but you can also use mantras to do the same. You can say positive things to yourself over and over again, like "I am capable," "I am strong," or "I can handle this." Like visualization, mantras help you stop talking badly to yourself and boost your confidence. Affirmations change the way our subconscious mind works by replacing negative ideas with good ones. We start to accept affirmations when we say them over and over again. This changes how we act and feel. Buddhism also stresses how important it is to be thankful when you think of good things. Focusing on what we're thankful for takes our minds off of our fears and puts them on the good things in our lives. Being thankful can help us put our fears in perspective by telling us of what we have going for us. You can start being more grateful by writing down every day what you are thankful for. This could be your health, your relationships, or even the little things that make life worth living. It's important to think about what you have instead of what you don't have. A strong way to get rid of fear is to picture good things happening. By visualizing good things, saying positive mantras, and being thankful, we can change the way we think, feel less afraid, and have a more positive and hopeful view of life. Together with other Buddhist lessons, this practice can help us live our lives with more courage, joy, and peace of mind. Getting rid of fear doesn't mean avoiding things that scare us or acting like we have no fears. Instead, it's about knowing fear, facing it with strength, and finding peace within yourself. Buddhist lessons can help us face our fears, let go of the need to be perfect, take care of ourselves, be kind to ourselves, and think good thoughts.